Hey, cupcakes. Quick warning for today's video again. Today's story has a brief and I hope comedic reference to potentially hurting somebody in the happy sex. So, if hearing about something like that is going to make you cringe a little too hard to appreciate the story, then you might want to skip this one. Or else you may want to just give it a little pass between the timestamps of 8:55 and 9:15. But if you're still here, you sick bastard, I appreciate it. Enjoy the story. Hi there, come on in. Have a seat, make yourself comfortable. All right, well, I am Dreamy, and you are? Nice to meet you. Oh, no, doctor. Just Dreamy. We're here to keep things casual. I think it is more conducive to having a natural conversation where we can relax, feel comfortable, be ourselves, and get to the root of what's really bothering you. Okay? All right. This shouldn't feel like a doctor's office. It shouldn't feel like a doctor's examination or third degree. It should just be talking. You can do that, right? All right. Okay, so what brings you here today? I see. Okay, well, that is not an uncommon situation. It's not an uncommon feeling. That doesn't make it any less uncomfortable, though. Now, the first thing I want you to keep in mind is that while your feelings are understandable, they don't necessarily reflect reality. When you're feeling insecure, that doesn't mean that you're less capable, less attractive, less worthy than when you're feeling secure, correct? Exactly. So the only thing that's really changed there is your mood, your feeling, your perspective of yourself. You are still the same person that you were when you were winning and feeling yourself, right? Right. Now, on those days when you're being hard on yourself, it's very easy to think that the days when you're feeling good were when you were actually not seeing things accurately. It's very easy to dismiss that feeling good day as just a one-off or not the typical or not what you usually are. It's very easy to dismiss the good feelings and latch on to the negative. But keep in mind, you are still the same person that scored that win that made you feel so good. All right? Now, tell me something. When was the first time you recall feeling like this? So, it was in reaction to someone else's unkind words. Okay. And what was that person like? Oh. Okay, so now that you're an adult, would you take this person's words to heart? No, you wouldn't. That's right. You understand now that that person who said those unkind things to you was a child who was probably going through something themselves, and whatever the case may be, they were just a bully. They were just a little bully. Now, do we listen to little bullies? No, we don't. Not as adults. The problem is, though, you heard it when you were small. And you internalized it at a very young age before you were old enough to realize and know that little bullies say little bully things, and they shouldn't be listened to. So you got that impression of yourself very early, and you repeated it to yourself. He repeated it to you. Together, you formed a really solid image of yourself that wasn't accurate. So, we've agreed that it does not make sense to listen to a bratty child, does it? And it's certainly not a good idea to form your self-opinions based on those of a bratty child. I wonder if you can do something for me. I wonder if every time you start to give yourself that doubt and that negative self-talk, do you think maybe you can remember who it was that first put those ideas in your head? Do you think you can visualize it? Okay. All right. And once you visualize him, could you visualize punting him across the field? No, yeah, I mean, just kicking him so hard that he flies across the field. Not for real. I wouldn't expect you to actually do that. But just visualize him flying across the field like a little fucking football. Those negative, mocking words that he says, just dissipating into a scream of terror as he flies across the field. No? Huh. Well, okay, hang on. Tell me something. What was his name? All right, and he'd be about your age? Okay. Oh, I'm looking him up online. There you go. Would you look at that? In and out of jail ever since he was 18, and before that I'm willing to bet he was in juvie. Now, I'm not saying that we should hold that against him. Some of the best people in the world have been in and out of jail. I have been. But at the same time, it does speak a little bit to what a success you've been in life versus what a success he's been in life. He hasn't turned himself around yet. But now, take a look at the screen. Would you base your opinions on anything that this man said? No, you wouldn't. So, why on earth would you base your opinion of yourself based on something that he said when he was younger and even stupider than he is now? Exactly. So, don't you feel better now? Huh. I would have thought that would have worked. Okay, you know what? Next plan. Let's go. Oh, we're going to go pay him a visit. I'll drive. Well, we're going to go talk to him, of course. We're going to tell him what he did to you. Tell him how it impacted you. And see if he'll apologize. And if that doesn't work, then we're going to tell him what a loser he is and point out to him how sad his life is compared to yours, and so that you get that little taste of victory. What'd you think we were going to do? Kick his ass? No. Not unless he makes us. Oh, speaking of, my knitting bag. Oh, well, in case it does come down to a fight, I have 2 knitting needles and he has 2. Why did you just snap your knees together like that? Eyes. I was going to say eyes. Why? What did you think I was going to say? Really? That's where your mind went when I said knitting needles? Whew. You know, you should see a shrink about the way your mind goes straight to that kind of violence. It's dark. All right, ready to go? What do you mean, no? Babe, Cupcake, this is about justice. This is about taking back power. This is about teaching him that he can't do this kind of thing to you. That there are repercussions. That nobody gets to hurt my cupcake and get away with it. Oh, yeah. I did call you that. Do you like it? I've been workshopping it. I considered muffin, but I've been hearing that a lot lately from other people. I thought of sugar pie, honey buns, tiramisu. I went a little off track with that one. But I landed on cupcake. Well, no, not just during the last few minutes that we've been talking. I've been paying attention to you. You wouldn't think that I would get you in front of me and not pay attention to you, do you? I pay attention to you even when you're not paying attention to me paying attention to you. Oh, yeah, for a while now. Frankly, I'm really surprised you haven't noticed. In fact, it kind of hurts my feelings that you didn't. I always notice you. Hey, how about a kiss to make it up to me? Oh no. What? What? Why would I lose my job over it? What's inappropriate about it? It's just a kiss. I mean, unless you want to get inappropriate. Do you want to get inappropriate? Right here on the desk? What license? Oh! No, that's okay, no. It's fine. I don't have some license to practice medicine, no. I'm not. No, remember when you first came in, you said doctor, and I said no doctor, Jamie, just Jamie? That I'm not a doctor. Oh, I'm a patient here. I had the last appointment. Well, I saw you make an appointment here, and I thought, if it's good enough for you, it's good enough for me. And so I came in to talk about, my a little bit, tiny bit obsessive compulsive stalking behavior. And, oh, no, the doctor's gone. I didn't do anything to her. I called her up earlier and canceled your appointment. Why are you so upset? We were making progress, weren't we? Look, I did it because I know that nobody knows you like I do. I've been watching you for ages. I know everything about you. I know how you take your coffee. I know where you go to the gym. I know what you read. I know what you watch on TV. I know what time you go to bed. And I know when you have nightmares. No therapist could know you like I do. And so, I'm the one who's best qualified to help you. Even if the way to help you is to knit one and purl two kidneys. Now come on, let's go settle the score with your old bully. And then afterwards, I made reservations at your favorite restaurant. We're going to be met by your ex-best friend and your ex-girlfriend, and they're going to tell you how sorry they are that they betrayed you together. Don't worry. I promise I didn't do anything to them that I could get in trouble for. I'm getting really good at hiding the evidence. Like I said, I may have been in and out of jail a few times, but I'm learning. I'm getting better. Come on, let's go. I've got a big day planned for us. Hey there, cupcakes. I hope you enjoyed that. I always enjoy writing. People who are a little bit too intense or a little bit skewed. I don't normally prefer to do violent days, but I don't know. This one was just a little too silly for me to resist. Had that idea kicking around in my head, and I had to spit that one out. And it was all about the needles. It was all about the knitting needles, I got to admit. And that also was not an original joke. That was years ago. I thought I saw a sticker that said, "I have 2 knitting needles, you have 2 eyes. Is it a coincidence?" Anyway, I have so many people to thank, as always. I have had some super thanks from William Gungrave and Category 9, and thank you so very much for that. I've also had yet another gift from Always Able, who is always kind, and is going to be away for not always, but we will miss him until he gets back. I also have thank you for Anon and my new patrons. So welcome to Sauchi, Short Arse Chinja, and Fury, Mushan Gaming, Unknown User 266, SL, and Gunner's Mage. And as always, special thanks to those special people that help me do this every single day, 6 days a week. Not every single day, 6 days a week. There's Mushan Gaming, welcome. Tomas Rogers, That One Brit, Your Skating Wolfie, No Steed Rogue Scholar, Barry Wilburn, Esteed, Anon, SLE Photo, Harper Evolution, Wolf9004, Malice Hilo, Army Guy 007, Mr. Fabulous, Lou, Bunny, Tiny the Taxman, Meryl, Inline Flaws, Onin, Darth Mythis, Red Death 48, Always Able, Vagar, Old Bean UK, Kulua Bear, The Swaggy Llama, Cody Artlow, Pierce Tailish, and Christian Cleopatra. I'm so glad I got to spend so much time with you guys this weekend, much more than I normally have to hang out. I think it was it was definitely over 6 hours. I don't know if it was over 7, but we hung out for a while this weekend. It was very nice. And of course, a big, fat, warm thank you to all of you who have stuck around for this long, for your likes, for your thanks, for your subscriptions, for your comments. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. It helps me out, and it helps YouTube know what you would like to see more of. On that note, I hope you will all be as good to yourselves as you are to me. I will talk to you tomorrow.